So with the thinking for Tuesday night, Grant, I suppose it's twofold in that you'll be thinking about what you want to do with your team for fitness and the schedule, but also in terms of making changes, how best to approach a Premier League side in Swansea.
It's going to be a tough game. Obviously, they're a Premier League team. In terms of us, we'll treat it like a normal game. It's a cup tie. It's under lights at London Road, the Ibacks. Everyone's looking forward to it. And we got to create a really good atmosphere within the stadium by the way we start the game, by the way we try and get on top of them, and hopefully attack them and get at them the way we do. We spoke this morning about defensively and our shape out of possession that I didn't think was quite there on Saturday. It was against Millwall, but it wasn't quite there on Saturday. We spoke about the players this morning. Showed them all individually in their units and defending and midfielders, strikers, even goalkeeper of where we expect them to be. Went through it in the training ground, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean it's going to be a really good game. One we're all looking forward to. It's a massive test, but one our players are looking forward to as well.
Yeah, and even though it's a Premier League side, is it just a case of doing what you do and doing it well? Yeah,
definitely. We'll treat the game no differently. Whoever we play at home, I want to put on a good performance for the fans, for ourselves really. It's important. We done that in our last home game, and that's something we're looking to do again.
Yeah, and you had a very strong start, obviously, against Millwall, strong all the way through, but the start really got you going, and you really managed to take the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, we did. We started the game on the front foot. Oxford, we didn't. We started on the back foot. There was a clip within 2 or 3 minutes of the game that we seen this morning that our back four are 50 yards away from our midfield in a throw-in, almost defending on the edge of our box, which set the tone why the game didn't really flow our way in the first half. We got in control of it in the second half and created some really good opportunities, but as I said on Saturday, decision making wasn't there. But the players are well aware that the difference in the games against Millwall and Oxford wasn't that much. The difference was that we were poor with our final ball. Against Millwall we weren't. The game itself flowed the way the Millwall game flowed, but decision making in the end cost us. We need to make sure we're better at it tomorrow, both in our box and in their box, and hopefully we'll be fine for that.
Yeah, decision making absolutely key, particularly when I suppose playing with the pace of attack that you want. You're going to have those split-second decisions, and you've got to get them right.
Yeah, I mean, when you play in this formation, you need to show teams outside you. No one plays through you, and there's too many times at the minute where teams are playing through us. In the diamond, it's the same. If we play in a diamond, we show teams outside us. You don't play through us. So it's little small margins and small details that we need to learn quickly. We can't keep doing it 1 week and then not doing it the other. We need to make sure, like I spoke before about our consistency. The consistency is massive. We need to make sure that we go on a run, because the team that goes on runs are the ones that are challenging. It's if you win 6 or you go 7 or 8 unbeaten, it gets you, it puts you in a really, really good position. And that takes hard work. That's every day on the training ground, after training, doing extra, pushing yourself out a little bit further to do that, and that's what we want to try and create here.
Yeah, so in terms of taking those steps forward, you've shown in your performances in the wins, particularly against Millwall, that you can do the things the side can produce, the things that you want. That next step forward is the consistency, and I guess that will come over the coming weeks and months.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pleased the way it's been going, to be honest. I think the last 2 performances, yes, I know we got beat at Oxford, and I hate losing. I'm the worst in the world about it. I think I spoke to my wife on Sunday. That's how bad I hate it. But as soon as I come in to work on Monday morning, that game's gone. Whether we win, lose or draw, it's done. We're looking forward to the Swansea game now. I'm pleased the way we're performing. Our build-up play's been good. The formation's working well. There's just 5 or 6 little things that makes a difference, and the difference from the Millwall game to the Oxford game. And if we do that more on a consistent level, we'll be fine.
And ordinarily in League One, you'd have a very good idea, I should imagine, of the side, the tactics, the formation, of everything else that you'll be facing of any given game. Slightly trickier with something like the League Cup. We know Premier League sides have big squads. How do you approach looking at Swansea for this game?
It's very tricky. We haven't got a clue what team Swansea's going to play. Whether they're going to bring a few in from their 23s, 21, 23s. Are they going to play a few of their subs? I don't know. I don't know what way they're going to approach it, but we don't approach the game any differently. Listen, they've got another tough game away to Leicester on Saturday, so whether the manager feels as if he needs to make a change, I don't know. But I know for a fact that Swansea will come here and it'll be a tough game for them. Whatever team they put out, we'll make sure it's a tough game. It's a game in the cup under the lights at London Road and the Ayback. Sorry, I keep saying London Road, but I should say the Ayback. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, so it's another game that we're all looking forward to. We performed excellent, in the last Tuesday night game. We want to do the same. We want to give our supporters that, the same feeling, and the players ultimately the same feeling, because the winning feeling after a game is so much better than the way we all felt in Oxford on Saturday.
You've got at least one enforced change to make with Jack being suspended. Is that a case of it's now Ricardo Santos and his turn to step up, or you have got other options there? Are there a few things to consider? I
haven't decided yet. I haven't even decided with the players. It's probably the first time I've done it. We have got a couple of bumps and bruises from the weekend. So not only Jack, there's another couple who are touch and go. So in terms of our team selection, I didn't do it today. I'll sleep on it again and do it tomorrow. Everyone needs to stay on their toes now. One thing I'll not take is us this season is going winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one, because it's not acceptable. We all know that. I'll make sure that we get on a run, and the quicker we get on a run, the better it'll be for everyone.
And of course, you're never happy in football unless you're winning every game, and that is very difficult indeed. But in some ways, it's even more frustrating, isn't it, when your side show they can do it and then let the standard slip?
It is. It's frustrating. But it happens in football. We've seen it even in the Premier League at the weekend. You've seen Liverpool beat Arsenal and then they could beat Burnley. So it happens. If you step off it, there's anyone can beat anyone in this league. You just have to take your foot off it 5% and you get beat. We took it off because we weren't ruthless enough. We weren't, we got into some great areas. So decision making wasn't quite there. But we know when we do make the right decision, we cause teams problems. So that's what we need to do.
You mentioned Chris Forrester at the weekend with his back. Is he still one that you're taking a bit of a look at?
No, Chris is fine. Chris is. It looks like it's healed up, which is good. He was really, really bad Thursday, Friday. We were worried that he couldn't play in the game. He even felt it in the warm up, but got through the game fine. I was just a bit worried, Chris, when he had a booking. I possibly should have done the same with Jack and taken him off at the time. So I'm probably kicking myself a little bit with that, but because he was on a booking. But yeah, Chris was on a booking. The reason why I took him off.
And with Ryan Tafazoli, still a bit soon for him.
Yeah, it is. He's having another scan, hopefully today or tomorrow, to see if it's healed. If it's healed, he'll be back in with us. If it's not, he might need a little bit longer. But he's been doing everything with the physio, sprinting, heading, kicking, everything he can do. The boys have been sort of laughing that he's been doing a triathlon out there, but which that's what happens, and the physio puts you through your paces when you're injured. So it's just, I think the thing with Ryan is if he overstretches for a ball, could the tear get bigger? That's the thing that we have to be very, very careful with, and we'll know more. I would say hopefully today, if not tomorrow.